Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Week Technology Deep Dive for Friday, March 14, 2025. Today we'll recap market moves across technology, communications, and healthcare sectors, including key stocks and ETFs. I'm your host, Ira Roth. Let's dive in. Tech-related indexes showed broad weakness this week. The Nasdaq 100 and Nasdaq Composite both fell 2.4%. The communication services sector led declines, dropping 3.5%. All indexes are experiencing their fourth consecutive week of losses. Market breadth shows significant weakness. In the Nasdaq 100, decliners outnumbered advancers 78-22. The broader Nasdaq Composite saw over 2,500 declining stocks versus just 610 advancing. Healthcare showed similar weakness with decliners outnumbering advancers by nearly 4-1. Year-to-date returns reveal mounting pressure across tech sectors. The Nasdaq Composite is down 8.1%, while the technology sector has fallen 9.4%. Only the healthcare sector shows positive returns at 5.1%. Looking at 10-year annual returns, the technology sector leads with a 19.7% ARR, followed by the Nasdaq 100 at 16.4%. The communication services sector trails with a 7.9% ARR. Among top tech performers, Intel led with a 16.5% gain to 24.5. Supermicro rose 10.2%, while Micron Technology and NVIDIA added 8.4% and 7.9% respectively. Year-to-date returns show Supermicro leading with a 38.4% gain. Intel and Micron both up nearly 20%, while NVIDIA has declined 9.4%. Over 10 years, NVIDIA dominates with a 71% annual return. Supermicro and Micron show 27.8% and 13.4% returns respectively, while Intel and Western Digital both post negative returns. Tech stocks faced significant pressure this week. Teradyne led declines, falling 20% to 86.74, hitting new yearly lows. Adobe and Apple dropped 12.1% and 10.6% respectively, while Microchip Technology and EPAM Systems showed strong downward trends. Short-term performance metrics reveal concerning patterns. Teradyne shows the steepest weekly decline at 20%, while year-to-date losses reached 31%. Adobe posted a 12.1% weekly drop, with Apple and Microchip both declining over 10%. Looking at longer-term returns, Teradyne shows a 161% 10-year ARR despite recent weakness. Adobe maintains a 177% 10-year ARR, while Apple leads with a 213% 10-year annual rate. Microchip and EPAM show more modest long-term gains. Nasdaq-focused ETFs showed mixed performance. QQQ and Vanguard Information Technology both fell over 2%. VanEck Semiconductor ETF managed a slight gain. The leveraged ProShares Ultra QQQ dropped 8.1%, while its inverse SQQQ rose 6.5%. Short-term returns highlight the leveraged ETF dynamics. ProShares Ultra QQQ shows a 21.8% year-to-date decline, while SQQQ gained 18%. QQQ, VGT, and SMH all posted modest year-to-date losses. 10-year performance metrics remain strong despite recent volatility. VanEck Semiconductor ETF leads with a 233% 10-year ARR. ProShares Ultra QQQ shows leveraged gains of 307%, while SQQ demonstrates the expected inverse performance with significant long-term decay.
Looking at stocks in tech industries, I'm Sally Short. Apple experienced the largest decline, dropping 10.6% with strong downward volatility. Alphabet fell 4.6%, while Meta Platforms decreased 2.8% after 4 consecutive down weeks. Year-to-date returns show significant weakness, with Apple down nearly 15% and Alphabet declining almost 12%. Microsoft has dropped about 8%, while Meta Platforms remains positive, up 3.8%. Long-term performance remains strong. Over 10 years, Amazon leads with a 267% annual rate of return, followed by Microsoft at 251%. Apple and Meta Platforms show annual returns above 220%. In semiconductor stocks, DataVault AI led gains, rising 22.4%. Semtech advanced 18.2% after breaking out of a sideways pattern. Intel climbed 16.5% with improving momentum. Month-to-date performance shows Sealsk up 15.3% and Semtech gaining 3.7%. However, year-to-date returns remain challenged, with Semtech down 36% and Sealsk falling 46%. One-year returns show Sealsk up 93% and Semtech gaining 76%. However, longer-term performance is mixed, with Semtech showing a 10-year annual return of just 3.6%. In cloud computing stocks, CrowdStrike led with a 6% gain, while Dell Technologies rose 4.6%. Fastly advanced 3.1%, breaking out after 7 days of sideways movement. Year-to-date, CrowdStrike and Palo Alto Networks remain positive with modest gains. However, Dell Technologies has declined 17%, while Fastly is down 27%. Among cloud computing stocks, CrowdStrike led gains, rising 6% to 353.74. Dell Technologies and Fastly followed with increases of 4.6% and 3.1% respectively. Cadence Design Systems hit a new one-year low despite gaining 1.7%. In AI and robotics stocks, Boeing showed strength with a 4.9% gain to 161.81, though maintaining a strong negative trend. Ambarella rose 3.2%, while ABB and Fanuc both recorded their second consecutive weekly gains. Notable weekly returns in AI and robotics include Boeing at 4.9% and Ambarella at 3.2%. However, month-to-date performance shows losses, with Boeing down 7.3% and Ambarella declining 10.8%. Long-term performance varies significantly. RTX leads with a 41.7% one-year return and 34% three-year gain. ABB shows impressive growth with 72.7% over 3 years, while Boeing struggles with negative returns across multiple timeframes. In thematic AI and robotics ETFs, Spear Alpha ETF was the sole gainer, up 2.1%. The others showed weakness, with AI and Technology ETF, AI and Robotics ETF, and AI and Innovation Fund all declining for a fourth consecutive week. Weekly returns show Spear Alpha ETF as the only positive performer at 2.1%. Month-to-date losses are significant, led by Spear Alpha down 8.8% and AI and Innovation Fund declining 7.2%. Three-year performance shows Spear Alpha ETF leading with a 31% total return. AI and Technology ETF follows with nearly 60% gains. AI and Robotics ETF and AI and Innovation Fund show more modest gains around 13–17%. In electric vehicle stocks, BYD surged 10.7%, while NIO gained 9.6% amid strong upward volatility. XPeng hit a new one-year high in its fourth consecutive weekly gain. Polestar and Canoo remained flat. Electric vehicle stocks showed mixed performance this week. BYD led gains with a remarkable 10.7% rise to 100.9. NIO followed with a 9.6% increase amid strong upward volatility. XPeng maintained its strong positive trend, marking a new one-year high. Long-term performance shows BYD with impressive 10-year returns of 271%. XPeng posted strong one-year gains of 152%. However, Canoo and Polestar have struggled, with significant negative returns over multiple timeframes. Quantum computing stocks saw substantial gains. D-Wave Quantum surged 95.9% to 10.15. Quantum computing jumped 40.9%, while IonQ rose 21.6%. Applied Materials broke downward, hitting a new one-year low. Weekly returns highlight D-Wave Quantum's exceptional 95.9% gain. Quantum computing showed strong momentum with a 40.9% increase. IonQ and Rigetti Computing both posted gains above 20%, while Applied Materials remained weak. Long-term performance reveals quantum computing's impressive 10-year return of 1,173%. D-Wave Quantum and IonQ show strong one-year gains of 392% and 171% respectively. Applied Materials continues its downward trend. Solar stocks showed positive momentum. SUNation Energy led with a 31.7% gain to 0.53. Shoals Technologies rose 15.6% despite hitting a new all-time low. Maxion Solar Technologies remains flat after 175 days of sideways movement. Weekly performance shows SUNation Energy leading with a 31.7% gain. Shoals Technologies rose 15.6%, while Complete Solaria gained 10.8%. Nextracker and Maxion both added 6.6%. Annual performance data shows Complete Solaria up 134% over 1 year. Maxion Solar Technologies and Shoals Technologies both show significant declines over multiple timeframes, down 98% and 72% respectively for the year. Among technology thematic ETFs, First Trust Index Innovative Transaction and Process ETF shows a very strong positive trend, while First Trust Nasdaq Semiconductor ETF recorded a new one-year low after 3 consecutive weekly declines. SPDR FactSet Innovative Technology ETF has closed lower for 4 straight weeks. Year-to-date returns show significant variation among tech ETFs. First Trust Index's Innovative Transaction and Process ETF leads with a 6.55% gain, while Invesco DWA Technology Momentum ETF has declined 14.57%. Month-to-date, most funds show negative returns, with Invesco DWA down 5.7%. Long-term performance reveals VanEck Semiconductor ETF has delivered impressive 10-year returns of 710%, averaging 23.3% annually. Invesco DWA Technology Momentum ETF shows a 358% total return over the same period, with a 16.4% annual rate.
And with that, we wrap up another end-of-week technology deep dive. I'm Ira Roth, along with my AI co-host Sally Short. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.